You've heard of dogs as a man's best friend, but what if I told you some people are bonding with a 3-foot-long Arowana or a stingray that could literally make your heart skip a beat? Today we're diving into the fascinating world of large aquarium fish, for those big, bold, and breathtaking underwater giants that are making waves and homes everywhere. Ready to take the plunge? Let's get started. Arawanas are the ultimate aquarium flex. Originally from Southeast Asia, South America, and Africa, these ancient fish boast a sleek dragon-like appearance with shimmering metallic scales that can stop anyone in their tracks. Known for their graceful, almost hypnotic swimming style, they're the type of fish that demand respect from everybody, fish and humans alike. However, don't let their beauty fool you. These majestic creatures are highly territorial and fiercely protective of their space. If you're thinking of putting one in your tank, be ready for a strong swimmer with a boss-like attitude that needs plenty of room to spread its fins. When it comes to tank size, bigger is always better. Arawanas can grow up to 3 feet long, and they need a tank that's at least 250 gallons. Think of it as their personal mansion. They also thrive in warm waters with plenty of oxygen, so investing in a solid filtration system is a must. As for their diet, these carnivores enjoy snacking on live prey, including shrimp, fish, and insects, although pellet-based diets can work as well. Oh, and here's a fun fact. Arawanas are considered good luck in many cultures, especially in Asia, where they're often associated with wealth and prosperity. Fun fact number 2, Asian Arawanas, which you can't get in the US, can sell for over $100,000. No wonder they're such a popular pick for aquarium hobbyists. The common Pleco is basically the Roomba of the aquarium world, except much cooler. These sucker-mouth catfish are beloved for their algae-eating prowess, keeping tanks squeaky clean like it's their full-time job. They look cute when they're young, but as they grow, they can turn from a tiny tank helper to a full-blown giant, sometimes reaching over 18 inches in length. Plecos start out small, but they can outgrow smaller tanks quickly, so they need plenty of space to move around. Think tanks that hold at least 150 gallons. In terms of compatibility, Plecos are pretty chill with most fish, as long as those fish don't try to mess with their algae-chomping territory. They're generally peaceful, making them the perfect sidekick for your more aggressive tank mates. These guys can live up to 10 to 15 years if cared for properly, which means you're signing up for a long-term tank companion when you bring one home. Just make sure to keep them fed. Algae is great, but they also need veggies like zucchini and lettuce, and the occasional protein snacks to stay happy and healthy. If there's one fish that's ready to steal the spotlight, it's the Flowerhorn cichlid. These hybrids are known for their over-the-top looks, especially that signature hump on their forehead, which, let's be real, it looks like they're storing some secrets up there in that noggin. Their bright colors and unique patterns make them instant showstoppers, but their looks are only half the story. Flowerhorns are incredibly aggressive and territorial, often giving the side-eye to any fish daring to swim too close. They demand attention, not only for their flashy appearance, but for their bold personalities. To keep Flowerhorns happy, you're going to need to set them up in a tank that's all about them. Think at least 75 gallons, with plenty of space for them to claim as their own. Don't even think about throwing in any peaceful fish. Flowerhorns will see that as an invitation to start some drama. They need high-protein diets to maintain their energy and vibrant colors, so pellets, shrimp, and worms are all great choices. And while they might look like troublemakers, Flowerhorns are surprisingly interactive with their owners, often following you as you walk by, like having a feisty aquatic pet that's always ready for a selfie. If you're looking for a fish with serious "don't mess with me" energy, Pike cichlids are the silent lurking predators of the tank world. Native to South America, these sleek elongated fish are known for their ambush predator behavior. They're kind of like that fish that'll sit quietly, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And trust me, when they strike, it's game over for their prey. Pike cichlids are highly aggressive, especially towards smaller fish, so tank mates need to be chosen carefully. In fact, it's best to house them with other large, equally assertive fish that can hold their own. Pike cichlids require a spacious tank with strong filtration, since they can be messy eaters who love live food. A tank of at least 100 gallons is ideal here, and make sure there are plenty of hiding spots like rocks and caves. These fish are big on privacy after all. Their diet should be protein-rich, so feeding them a mix of live and frozen foods like shrimp, small fish, and worms is going to keep them in predator shape. If you're up for the challenge, Pike cichlids can be a fascinating tank addition, but they definitely come with a no-nonsense vibe. Jaguar cichlids are the tank's alpha, no doubt about it. With their stunning leopard-like spots and muscular build, these cichlids are as beautiful as they are fierce. Originating from Central America, Jaguar cichlids have evolved to be apex predators, and they bring that same energy to home aquariums. These fish don't just swim, they patrol, making sure everyone in the tank knows who's the large and in charge. If you're thinking about adding one of these bad boys to your setup, be prepared for some serious tank dominance. These guys aren't shy about throwing their weight around, especially with smaller fish. Jaguar cichlids need a tank that's at least 100 gallons to accommodate their size and territorial nature. You'll also want to keep the water well filtered and slightly on the warm side to mimic their natural habitat. When it comes to food, jaguars are carnivores through and through. A diet of meaty foods like shrimp, krill, and high-quality pellets is going to keep them healthy and happy. As for tank mates, think big and bold. Other large cichlids or equally tough fish can cohabit with jaguars, but anything smaller is likely to end up on their menu. Fire eels, with their elongated snake-like bodies with streaks of fiery red running down their sides, make them one of the most striking freshwater species you can own. Originating from Southeast Asia, these eels are nocturnal, so don't be surprised if they spend most of their day hiding out in the sand or under rocks, waiting for the perfect moment to slither out. But once they do, it is pure aquarium magic, people. You're gonna need a minimum tank size of 125 gallons to house these beauties, as they can grow up to 3 feet long. But here's where it gets tricky. Fire eels are escape artists. You're gonna wanna make sure your tank is secure with no gaps for them to wriggle their way out. In terms of compatibility, fire eels generally get along with other large, peaceful fish, but keep an eye out for smaller tank mates as they could see them as a midnight snack. Feeding these guys is so much fun. They enjoy a diet of live or frozen foods like bloodworms, earthworms, and shrimp. And don't forget about enrichment. Fire eels love to dig and explore, so providing sand, rocks, and caves is going to keep them feeling right at home. If you're looking for a fish with pure alpha energy, the wolf cichlid is your go-to. These bad boys native to Central America are known for their sheer aggression and powerful bite, earning them their wolf nickname. They don't just swim, they dominate. Their territorial nature means that they're always on the lookout for a fight, so if you're planning to add a wolf cichlid to your tank, you better be ready for some action. Wolf cichlids can grow up to 28 inches, so a tank size of at least 200 gallons is a must. You're gonna need to maintain excellent water quality with strong filtration to handle their heavy bioload, and regular water changes are non-negotiable. These fish are carnivores and they prefer a diet rich in proteins, so think meaty foods like shrimp, fish, and high-quality pellets. Honestly, keeping wolf cichlids can be a challenge, especially if you're hoping to pair them with other fish. They're best kept solo or with other large, equally aggressive species. This fish it's not for the faint-hearted, but for those of you who can handle their fiery personality, they are a thrilling addition. Bichirs are something straight out of the Jurassic era. These ancient-looking fish with their elongated bodies and armored scales have been around for millions of years, and their unique swimming style gives them a slow, almost regal presence in the water. If you're a fan of prehistoric vibes, Bichirs are a must-have. They're hardy and adaptable, making them perfect for both beginner and experienced hobbyists. Bichirs require a tank that's at least 100 gallons with soft substrate and plenty of hiding spaces, as they love to lurk in caves and under rocks. Their diet's all about the protein, so feeding them a mix of live and frozen foods like shrimp, fish, and worms is going to keep them satisfied. When it comes to tank mates, Bichirs are relatively peaceful, but should only be housed with other large fish. Anything small enough to fit in their mouth will likely become a snack. These fascinating, ancient creatures are low maintenance yet captivating, making them a timeless addition to any large aquarium. Known for their intelligence and playful personality, Oscars will recognize their owners and even beg for food like a puppy. Native to the Amazon River, Oscars are a crowd favorite in the aquarium community due to their interactive behavior and bold patterns. But don't be fooled by their charm, these fish can be quite the handful. Oscars require a tank that's at least 75 gallons with pristine water conditions to thrive. They're messy eaters, so you're gonna need a strong filtration system and regular maintenance to keep the water clean. Oscars are omnivores, which means their diet can include anything from pellets and shrimp to vegetables and insects. The fun part? They can even be trained to perform simple tricks, making them one of the most engaging fish you can own. However, Oscars can be aggressive towards smaller fish, so stick to tank mates that can handle their larger-than-life personality. Keeping an Oscar long-term is rewarding, but it's a commitment to both their care and your tank maintenance. One of the largest freshwater puffers out there, these fish are a mix of cuteness and danger. Don't be deceived by their adorable googly eyes. They have some serious bite power and they're known for their sharp teeth. If you're considering an MBU Puffer, be ready to dedicate a massive tank and tons of love to this aquatic star. MBU Puffers need a tank of at least 500 gallons. Yeah, you read that right. These puffers grow up to 26 inches and they need a lot of room to swim and explore. Their diet consists primarily of hard-shelled foods like clams and snails to help wear down their ever-growing teeth. They can also be fed shrimp and crabs. Puffers are generally best kept in a species-only tank due to their unpredictable behavior, although some hobbyists manage to pair them with other large fish. Maintaining water quality is crucial as MBU puffers produce a lot of waste. They're a big commitment, but for those willing to take on the challenge, these puffers are a unique and captivating addition to any large aquarium. The wolfish is the tank's stealthy, aggressive loner, known for its sharp teeth and hunting prowess. With a body built for speed and power, wolfish are native to South America and are famous for their predatory nature. If you're the type of hobbyist who enjoys watching a master hunter in action, the wolfish is right up your alley. These fish need a tank of at least 150 gallons to accommodate their size and swimming needs. They're not picky eaters, but they do prefer live prey, think small fish and shrimp. So be prepared to keep them on a meaty diet. Wolfish are highly territorial, and keeping them with other fish is usually a recipe for disaster. They're best kept alone or with equally aggressive species that can defend themselves. Despite their challenges, wolfish are absolutely fascinating to observe in a large aquarium setup. Freshwater stingrays are like the graceful dancers of the tank world, gliding effortlessly across the substrate with their flat, disc-shaped bodies. Originating from South America, these fish are as fascinating as they are beautiful. Stingrays bring a level of elegance to any large aquarium, but they're not just for looks. They require careful attention to their environment and their diet. Stingrays need a tank that's at least 180 gallons with a sandy substrate to accommodate their tendency to bury themselves. Water quality is super important, and you're going to need excellent filtration to keep everything in check. Feeding stingrays can be an art form. They enjoy a diet of shrimp, worms, and other meaty foods, but they can be picky eaters, so patience is key. When it comes to tank mates, stingrays generally do well with other large, peaceful fish, but avoid any species that might nip at their delicate fins. If you're looking to add a touch of elegance to your aquarium, stingrays are the way to go. Snakeheads are the bad boys of the aquarium world. Fast, aggressive, and controversial. Known for their rapid growth and ferocious predatory behavior, these fish have made headlines around the world due to their invasive nature. If you're looking to keep snakeheads, make sure you're aware of the legalities. Many places have restrictions on owning them due to their ability to devastate local ecosystems if released. Snakeheads need a tank that's at least 150 gallons with tight-fitting lids since they're notorious escape artists. Their diet consists mainly of live prey like shrimp and fish, and they grow fast, so be prepared to upgrade their tank as they get bigger. Keeping snakeheads can be thrilling, but their predatory nature and rapid growth makes them a challenge for even experienced aquarists. Peacock bass are the ultimate display of power and beauty. Known for their striking colors and large size, these South American natives are aggressive predators that command attention in any aquarium. With their vibrant patterns and muscular build, peacock bass are like the bodybuilders of the tank. These guys need a massive tank. Think 200 gallons or more with plenty of swimming room. They are fast, they're agile, and they're gonna need the space to chase down their prey. Their diet should consist of live shrimp, fish, and other meaty foods to keep them in peak condition. When it comes to tank mates, peacock bass don't play nice with smaller fish, so it's best to house them with other large aggressive species. If you want a showstopper in your tank, peacock bass are the way to go. Iridescence sharks are one of the most popular fish among beginners, but they're often misunderstood. These fast-growing, active swimmers can reach over 4 feet in length, making them way too big for most home aquariums. But they start as cute little fish that can quickly turn into a tank-busting giant. To house an iridescent shark properly, you're gonna need a tank that's at least 300 gallons. And they're fast swimmers, so you're gonna need a long tank with plenty of open space for them to move around. Their diet's pretty simple: pellets, veggies, and the occasional protein treat, but keeping the water clean is a challenge due to their size and activity level. Despite their popularity, iridescent sharks are best left to experienced hobbyists who have the space and resources to meet their massive needs. Lungfish are fascinating creatures, often misrepresented due to their unique adaptations. Known for their ability to survive in extreme environments, these fish can breathe both air and water. While they might start as seemingly small and manageable, they can grow quite large, reaching up to 4 feet depending on the species. Their survival mechanism, aestivation, allows them to endure dry periods by burrowing into the mud and forming a mucus cocoon, essentially hibernating until conditions improve. This remarkable ability makes them low maintenance in terms of survivability, but high maintenance when it comes to providing a suitable habitat that mimics their natural environment. A lungfish's tank should be large and well aerated to accommodate its size and unique respiratory needs. They require soft, muddy substrates where they can dig and exhibit natural behavior. Since they can breathe air, a lid is essential to prevent them from escaping. They're not picky eaters, thriving on varied diet that includes worms, small fish, and insects, but they can be territorial. So when it comes to tank mates, choose carefully. Given their adaptability and hardiness, they are excellent for advanced aquarists looking for a unique, low-key species. These are the true apex predators of the freshwater world. As juveniles, they might seem manageable, but they can quickly grow into powerful giants that exceed 3 feet in length. Known for their sharp, dagger-like teeth and aggressive hunting style, these fish are not for the faint-hearted. They require a tank that mimics their natural river habitat, large, deep, and fast-flowing with plenty of space to swim. With their highly aggressive nature and dietary needs, we're going to focus on live or frozen prey, keeping them within the demands of an advanced understanding of predatory fish behavior. A tank for a Goliath tigerfish should be at least 500 gallons to allow them the space that they need. They're highly territorial, and they should ideally be housed alone. The tank should be equipped with a robust filtration system to manage their bioload from their protein-rich diet. And despite their allure, they are best suited for experienced hobbyists who can provide the appropriate environment and diet together. These fish are known for their insatiable appetite and quirky behavior, making them both entertaining and challenging to keep. They start small, but they can grow up to 10 inches with the ability to consume prey twice their size. Like, seriously, I've seen these fish eat flowerhorns, Bichirs, and even Oscars. Due to their voracious nature, what starts as a manageable pet can quickly turn into the star of a real-life monster movie. They're not picky eaters, but their diet should include large morsels like shrimp, tilapia, and earthworms. Given their tendency to swallow tank mates whole, they're best kept alone or with significantly larger fish. A proper tank for a Gulpher Catfish should be spacious with a minimum of 75 gallons. They need hiding spots and calm environments to thrive, and feeding should be carefully managed, providing several smaller meals rather than large feedings so they can maintain their health. Despite their smallish size, their eating habits and temperament make them a challenge even for seasoned aquarists. Gars are ancient fish with predatory nature and a prehistoric look. They can reach lengths of over 4 feet, making them unsuitable for most home aquariums. With their elongated bodies and sharp teeth, they're built for speed and stealth, often waiting patiently before striking at their prey. Gars need a large, well-oxygenated tank with plenty of swimming space, ideally over 300 gallons. They can be trained to accept frozen foods, but they thrive on a diet of live fish. Due to their size and dietary needs, Gars are not beginner-friendly. They require a species-specific setup with minimal decorations to avoid injury during their rapid movements. Keeping their water clean and maintaining stable water parameters is a challenge without high-quality filtration. They're best left to aquarists who have experience with large predatory fish. These red-tail marvels are among the most popular catfish species for aquarists, but they're often misunderstood due to their size. Starting as cute juveniles, they can grow up to 4 feet, quickly outgrowing most tanks. Their striking appearance with a red tail and dark body makes them an attractive option, but their massive size and voracious appetite require significant space and resources. A suitable tank for a red-tailed catfish should be at least 500 gallons, with heavy filtration to manage the waste they produce. They're not picky eaters, consuming a variety of foods, but overfeeding can lead to health problems, so they should be fed large meals sporadically and allowed to fast in between. Due to their size and tendency to swallow inanimate objects, they're best kept in tanks free of decorations that can be ingested. They are recommended for aquarists who have the space and experience to handle their needs. The titans of freshwater aquariums, they are capable of reaching lengths of up to 10 feet in the wild. In captivity, they require a tank that's more akin to a small indoor pond. They are air breathers, so they need to surface frequently to gulp air, and combined with their large size, this makes them best suited for ponds. They thrive on a carnivorous diet, consisting of other fish and meaty foods. And this makes them high maintenance in terms of feeding and water quality. Keeping an Arapaima requires a massive commitment with a tank size of at least 1,000 gallons and a robust filtration system to handle the bioload. They're best kept alone due to their size and territorial nature. Only the most experienced aquarists with the space and resources should even consider keeping an Arapaima, as they are a lifelong commitment that can span several decades. If you are as obsessed with these aquatic marvels as we are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more fish keeping tips, species deep dives, and everything you need to know to keep your tank the talk of the town. Drop a comment below and let us know which fish you're adding to your aquarium next. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Also, you can leave me a super thanks that supports more videos just like this. Or better yet, click on the next video to your right. Until next time, keep swimming with the best.